Hello, folks, and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles / Usagi Yojimbo, WhereWhen issue 5 by IDW. Now, there is fighting, death, robots, and time travel in this one, so if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. And yes, we are at the conclusion of this mini-series. This is the last issue. Alright, so we start off with where we left off at issue 4. Fighting begins. Tomo yells that they are under attack. Someone asks, is it the Mole Ninja Clan again? But no, these are the WhereWhen's robots. They swarm them like zombies. There's so fucking many of them. And they start fighting. Everyone. And then simultaneously as that happens, the turtles have finally breached WhereWhen's castle. The turtles, Usagi, and everyone else. And finally go in and I think, I forgot to came to this conclusion when the turtles, that yes, the most deadly robots are inside WhereWhen's castle. So they burst through the door, no sign of the mole ninjas. I guess he disposed of all the bodies. And they're like, we got you, WhereWhen. And then he yells for his robots to attack them. Now, inside he has really big fucking robots. They kind of look like the turtles, actually, a little bit. The face. Now, these are really strong robots. Like, way more than the ones that they fought so far. And nothing, their weapons don't even leave a dent. It's not like the robot dragon from issue 4. They could somehow destroy him, but these, they have no chance. They must get to the control panels, to the where the transmitter is, where the energy comes from. They must destroy that in order to stop all the robots, and they have to do it, or else not only are they fucked, but also Tomo and everyone else back there are fucked. Well, they keep fighting, and there's not much they can do. We also go back and forth with Tomo and everyone else there. Now, Usagi's cousin, Yokichi, Yokichi, manages to break through forward to the control panel. And Donatello says, you have reached the panel, we have to shut it down. Now, of course, Yukichi doesn't understand what that is. And Rafi even yells, this technology is unknown in this century, which is the 17th century. And then Mikey yells to Yukichi, you have to turn it off. Yukichi's like, I don't understand, but I know I must destroy this thing. And he takes his katana and shoves it into the panel. The thing in the wall that gives the transmitter, sorry. It shoves it right in and gets electrocuted. WhereWhen before that yells, no, stop him, but it's too late. That's it. He managed to, that's it. All the robots immediately shut off. We'll go back quickly to Tomo. She's obviously tired from fighting because there's way more robots than there are warriors. And she falls and loses her katana. And it looks like the robot's about to finish her off. Gen tries to get to her, but can't. And then suddenly everything freezes. That's the exact moment that Yokichi destroyed the transmitter. That's it, they're all safe, and everyone's like, what happened? What is it? And Tomo says, Usagi. She means they've managed. We go back to the turtles and everyone. The turtles are like, yes, they completely stopped. And Mikey says, Yukichi did it. And then Usagi yells to Yukichi and runs towards him. He picks him up. Yukichi looks at him and says, Usagi, you're safe. And he says, don't grieve, cousin. I had to do it. And then he dies. So sad. I mean, I figured he'd probably get damaged from being electrocuted, especially since he destroyed the transmitter with his katana, right? Because that's metal. It's gonna lead right in. Oh, and by the way, Yukichi is a boy. Now I have a confirmation. I just wasn't certain because it's not really mentioned, but yeah, he's a boy. So yes, he dies. I love in here to show death. They show you like a little skull above the whoever died, and his had bunny ears. I mean, it's really sad, but also a cute detail. He's dead. Usagi yells to WhereWhen in his Japanese name, and WhereWhen's like, "You may have beat me again, turtles, but you're stuck here. I'm gonna go back to another time, and then conquer it uninterrupted." And he already pressed the button on his wrist device, and he's about to disappear. But Leonardo runs towards him, and right before he vanishes, he slices off his hand and wrist that has the device on it, and WhereWhen disappears. Now, Mikey says, "Ah, man, he escaped again." But Donatello said, "No, don't worry. He's not gonna come back. Without the wrist device, he's not gonna be able to hone in on a specific time, and thus he's gonna forever just wonder the time. What did he call it? Well, he's gonna basically forever ride the stream of time." Kind of like in the Spider-Man cartoon from 1984, where Captain America and Red Skull are constantly together in the stream of time, forever fighting. It reminded me of that. But yes, that's it. They now have the device. Donnie says they really need to go before the batteries on it run out. They can take them home. Everyone says their goodbyes. Leo apologizes that an evil from their world. I don't get it. On one hand, they say it's like because WhereWhen says, "Oh, you're 400 years in the past," but then Leonardo says from our world, which tells me these are two different dimensions. Because you want to tell me humanoid animals are walking around among people and no one thought anything of it? So yeah, I'm still standing that this is a different dimension. Oh, Usagi said, "Yes, there's much to grieve, but none of it is your fault." I mean, yeah, how would they have known where WhereWhen was gonna go? Well, that's it. The turtles disappear, and they reappear back in their time period. And then, so in the first issue, right when the turtles are about to go into the device, the doctor, that WhereWhen built, because he had a wrist device for time travel and a device in the laboratory that he had. So they all went in quickly as Donatello put in the coordinates, and Mikey, sorry, was about to go in, and he saw a flash, and he's like, "Whoa, what's that?" And then Raph pulled him straight in. Well, apparently what he saw was that in that exact moment, the turtles returned back to their time. So that was that. The turtles are like, "Holy shit, that was us." So that was that's what that was. I thought that was a nice touch there. So yeah, that's it. All is defeated, and Leo asks, "You think we'll see Usagi and his friends again?" I think Mikey answers, "Well, with everything that happened, perhaps there is a chance." I mean, yeah, weird things have happened to the turtles. So they all go outside, and Mickey's like, "Well, Mikey." I keep calling Mickey. Mikey says, "I'm hungry. Let's go eat." I could go for a slice, and Raph says, "Well, I don't want pizza," so they go to a sushi place. Or they say they're going to go to a sushi place. Back in Usagi's world, in their dimension, they return back to Tomo and everyone else. And Tomo's like, "Usagi, I'm so glad you're alright." And then she stops and she sees that Usagi is carrying Yokichi in his arms. And I like the touch is in those panels as he carries them everything around except Usagi and Yokichi's body, it gets the colors are very gray, very muted. So that was nice. And he carries him, and that's it there. And there's an epilogue where we see a bunch of band-aids hiding among bushes, waiting for a victim, and they hear someone approaching, and they go out, and it's the girl, it's the young woman, I should say, from the start of issue 4. And in issue 4, in the beginning, there's a father, a blind father, and his daughter going among the forest, and they unfortunately come across WhereWhen's robots, and they're attacked. And at that issue, I was like, why did you put them in here? You know, because they're not mentioned again after that. And okay, now it makes sense why. We went back to it here. So yes, that is the daughter, and looks like that as a result of fighting them, she lost her father, and she lost her eyes, perhaps, her eyesight, because they tell her, hey girl, give us everything you have. And she says, leave me alone, or I will teach, or I will show you what my father, taught me. And then they charge her, and then the last panel, we see her leaving, and they're all lying dead. So she killed all of them. And that is it, that is the end. So it looks like in the end, she got her wish in a way. It was like, I wish I was more like you, father, that I can sense everything. Well, in the end, she got her wish, sadly. But she lost her father at the cost of it. That's life for you. Alright, on to the cover. Oops, careful. Oh, there we go. Once again, a wraparound. You can see. Again, I know I don't have to show exactly, but there we go. That is cool, though. Look, they're all fighting, even though they don't fight together. There's the ninja lady. All of the robots. Sagi. There's Yokichi. No, wait, there he is. There's Jethro. Suppose, maybe Usagi's son. Not confirmed. Oh yeah, lovely cover. I really like the green. And I'll show you a few pages. So you see, fight starts, Tomo yells, and they are attacked. Now, luckily, these robots are more or less easy to destroy, more or less, but it's only because their quality is less high, but still, they outnumber them all. You can see even Lord Norioki joins the fight. There we go. And this is them at the castle. About to enter his castle. I can see. There's Yokichi. There's the Jethro, and there are the turtles busting the door. Oh, okay. So that was quite the conclusion to this. So I did wonder how it would wrap up, because what will be, who else we will, what else we'll see. So there we go. They finally had the stand with WhereWhen. I thought they might capture him and bring him back to their time, but I guess that doesn't really make sense. What would they do with him? It's not like they have a special prison they can bring him to. But I suppose it was a fitting punishment for his evil. Now he's stuck forever wandering the stream of time, which I take it he'll never be able to stop anywhere, so he's not going to endanger anyone else anymore. Oops. Which is good. I figured the turtles would find a way back home. I mean, would get home with the wrist device. From the beginning, I knew that would happen. I doubted it would end with them being stuck in Usagi's world. It was really sad, though, that Yokichi died. I quite liked him. I would have also liked to know more about him. I mean, I haven't read, unfortunately, much Usagi. I wish I did. I'd like to know his origin and family as well. who did he have the son with? Also, the supposed son, because he's very nervous about it. So it was clearly that might actually really be his kid. But who did he have him with? Because it looks like there's quite a lot between him and Tomo. Definitely something to read about in the future. But yeah, overall, this had a good conclusion. The turtles found the way home. Didn't really conclude much of the story for Usagi though, because they were supposed to go and fight for their shinobi, and I thought their enemy was WhereWhen. That looks like no, that other guy they were supposed to fight in the beginning was kind of forgotten about, and also Tomo's husband as well. So I wonder what's gonna happen with that. Well, I guess at least in this part we will never know. Maybe they're planning to do another story in the future where that's gonna be mentioned. But yeah, overall, had a good conclusion. Overall, this has been a good story. There was action, fighting, drama. Unfortunately, death of characters too. Um, of Yukichi and then Gen's wife as well, and a bunch of other ones. Yeah, overall, a good story. I believe I also said this in issue 4. I think this should have come out like as one trade. Or I should say, I would recommend reading this as a trade. Because stuff do happen in all the story. And still, I think it's better to collect it and read it all together. Because the story spans over, like, I don't know, like 2 days, something like that. Overall. Oh yeah, it was a good one. A nice, good short story. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I picked it up. I mean, there's another one coming out with Usagi that I also picked up. I look forward to read more of Usagi. I really like him. I already quite liked him in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon from the Turtles from 2003. That's the first time I've ever saw him. Well, that was my first introduction to the Turtles in general. But he was there too, and I really liked him. So yeah, I look forward to more Usagi. That's about it. I like the art. The covers were good. The Stan Saki ones. Though there were other ones that were also pretty cool. Yeah, that is about it. If you like Usagi Yojimbo or the Turtles, I would recommend giving this a read. I think it's a nice story to read. But again, I would recommend to pick up a trade for this or wait and get all the 5 parts and then read them together. I think a lot more worthwhile. But yeah, that is about it. So let me know. Have you read this mini series? What did you think about it overall? Did you like the ending? Did you not? Let me know down below in the comments. Alright, so that is it, folks. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!